Hi guys, I'm Infamous, and today we're going to be doing an updated Rina guide. Now, I haven't done one in 8 months, so you would expect a lot has changed, but unfortunately for her, not a lot has. So, when it comes to things that I've already talked about that I won't be going over since I already have a video, one will be combos, because that hasn't changed at all. Two is mindscapes, because they also haven't changed at all. So, I just won't be talking about them. If you guys would like, you guys can watch the video in the top right corner, and it will be going over that in thorough detail. Now, what this video will be about is teams, builds, and how prevalent her buffs are to this day. Now, with that out of the way, let's get right into the video. Rina is a electric support character, the only S-rank support character to this day other than Astra Yao. Now, the good thing about Rina is the fact that she's actually a standard banner character, which means that not only can you guys pick her up from the anniversary right now, not only can you guys pick her up in the 300 pity, but when it comes to W engines, that also means that you can pick this up during anniversary or through the signal shop. So this is very, very free to play friendly. What you get from this W engine, which is her signature, her best in slot, is pen ratio to get her buffs up, energy regen, and a maximum damage increase for your whole team. Very good. We like the damage bonus. Now, if you guys do not have this, and you guys want to pick up a different W engine, you guys have a free to play option with Slice of Time. This gives you Disciples, which means you guys can pick up her ultimate very quick. And now that, you know, a lot has changed from 1.0, in 1.4 they introduced this ability to have 3 ultimates instead of just 1. So her crowd control is actually going to be very useful. So, you know, picking up Slice of Time for the ultimate usage isn't a bad idea. Not only that, but energy is also very nice. So it's going to make it easier for her to, you know, proc assists. And because this is craftable, there really is no other substitute. Slice of Time, you can literally S5 for free. And Weeping Cradle, you guys can pick up from anniversary or just buy with a signal shop. These are only 2 options I would personally recommend to this day, and they're both free to play friendly. When it comes to Rina's builds, a lot hasn't changed as well. Her 4-piece is still going to be Swing Jazz, simply because of the fact that we're going to want to make use of the energy regen. Another thing is the fact that we're getting damage bonus if you guys are proccing ultimate or chain attacks, which is also very easy for her. And when it comes to the 2-piece, it's also very self-explanatory because Rina still wants pen ratio to get her buffs up fully. That's part of the reason why I recommended Weeping Cradle and Slice of Time. They both give pen ratio as their substat, so we're going to go with the same logic when choosing Puffer Electro because we're also going to want pen ratio. Now, as long as we stack pen, we are good. So when it comes to main stats, we're also going to want disc 5 pen ratio. Disc 4, I chose Anomaly because most of the time you're going to want to run her with her best in slot teammate, which is Grace. So having her, you know, proc electric Anomaly easier is a pretty solid choice. And then when it comes to substats, pen, of course, so you can just stack as much as you guys possibly can. And then tanky substats wouldn't hurt. Unfortunately, I got attacker, but pen, HP, and other defensive subs is nice. When it comes to teams, Rina has one really good niche, which is electric teams. She's buffing shock damage, she's buffing electric damage, and she's giving pen ratio to your whole team. So the people that you're going to want to run with her are people that can make use of those buffs completely. For example, Haramasa, you could actually make use of it because he's an electric DPS. Another person that can make use of it is Yanagi. Another person would be Anbi, Anton, literally any electric DPS or even support, because of the fact that as long as you're proccing a shock anomaly, which everybody in this game can, then you're going to also do a little more damage and it's going to last longer. So in general, it's very simple. I would also say there's better use cases for them because even though she helps electric DPSs, she's still gonna be a side grade at best compared to Astria. Astria is just that good that no matter what, Rina is not gonna replace her even in her own best in slot team. So unfortunately, Rina is just a character that can slot in as a substitute for Astria. If you guys are looking for the best performance for a possible team, Rina will never be the answer to that anymore, unfortunately. But she is very good in the sense that if you're running deadly assault teams, for example, where you need 3 teams, Rina is there as a substitute, which is going to give you a lot of damage bonus, and she's going to be able to fill in for that team and replace Astria's role so that Astria can be used in another team that may need it more. So again, if you guys are building a team for Rina, make sure she's next to electric DPSs. The best characters for her as of right now are going to be both Yanagi and Grace, simply because of the fact that they're anomaly characters, so they're going to be able to make use of the shock bonus lasting longer. We're going to want to make use of that fully, so both Yanagi and Grace are great solutions to that. They're also benefiting from the pen ratio because Grace has a signature that literally gives her pen, so stacking pen on top of pen is actually going to make her viable. And then the electric damage is just very universal, so literally any electric DPS can make use of that. Yanagi and Grace are both solutions to that, so just take your pick of the litter. Those are the 2 that I would pick the best. But again, Haramasa, Silver Soldier, Anbi, Anton, things like that would also be a very viable choice. Now that I've shown you guys how to build your Rina and what teams that she's going to want to run with best, now I'm going to show you guys with action, with gameplay, like I always do. Keep in mind, this is Deadly Assault, and we're going against one of the hardest bosses in the game, which is Bringer. This is also a very free-to-play friendly team, considering the fact that we're running Grace, one standard banner character, along with Rina, another standard banner character. The only limited unit in here is Vivian, and she has plenty of free-to-play options, so you guys can literally go in this fight with a one-cost objective. This is a very cheap team, and the fact that we're able to clear with a 3-star is very nice to see. Now, without my words, I'm just going to show you with gameplay. Hi guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. It's a pretty simple video in comparison to my other updated guides, you know, the one with Soldier 11, the one for Grace. This is the easiest one because of the fact that honestly in comparison, not much has changed. her teammates are basically the same, because at the end of the day, it's not a matter of who you're running her with, it's just what type of character you're running her with. And electric characters are always gonna remain electric characters, so it's a very simple thing to explain. When it comes to combos, again, if you guys want to watch another video, she already has her own video on my channel. You guys can go ahead and click on it. But aside from that, honestly, there's not really much I want to say other than thank you guys for the support. You know, we're very close to 600 subs. I really do appreciate it. But yeah, if you guys want an updated guide, here you guys go. Rina hasn't changed much in comparison to the rest of the cast. I think she's one of the only characters that has remained basically the same. The only big bonus is, as you guys can see in the fight, we had a lot of ult time usages, and it's just because of the fact that now everybody has access to an ult, so her crowd control is very useful. Back then we could only use one ult, and there's no way you guys are picking up Rina's ult over any DPS's ult, you know? So I guess that's the biggest change, but that's not a Rina change, that's a game change. So again, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.